Hi, I'm Mike Strickland from Inforce, and I'm here today to talk to you about and explain the actual demonstration and features for our new weapons mounted light. The weapons mounted light itself is a dedicated carbine light, and it comes in two different configurations, in a white only model and also a white IR model. The light also comes in two distinctive colors, which is your graphite or black and the actual sand color as well, as you see here. These are exactly the same exact models that you see. These being the white IR models. The way that you tell the difference between the two, of course, is just got one lever on each side, on one side that actually moves, and that is the IR model itself. The weapons mounted light itself weighs 3.1 ounces with a CR123 battery, a standard battery, a lithium battery that most weapon lights use. Ours uses one lithium battery. The head is a twist-off configuration. If you ever have to change a battery, take it off and put it right back on. The light itself is actually waterproof to 66 feet. It has its own mounting system. No need for tools, no need for anything other than just your own hand to actually place it on a weapon, and we'll do so again in a minute. The actual features of the light itself, once you actually clip the actual light in itself, here being the mount, thumb tight screw, and on the thumb tight screw itself, it never does come in contact with the battery compartment, and that way the battery compartment maintains its waterproofness as well. The light itself has many different features. It has a low, a high setting, and if you double tap it real quick, you have the CQB strobe function. The switch itself is on the back, and again I'll do it so you can see it. You got a low, you've got a high, and then double tap it in the CQB strobe. With this light here, it's a totally dedicated light, meaning whatever you want it to do, it will do. If you want to disable the actual CQB strobe feature, loosen the cap, hold your button down while tightening, and then now you've only got a high-low feature. That's all. Reverse it again, undo the cap, hold the button down, retighten it, and then you've rearmed your CQB strobe. With this model here, you can also change it from low to high. If you go to the low setting, hold it down, in 7 or 8 seconds, your light is going to flash on you. Once your light flashes, as it just did, now you've taken it from low to high, and now it's in low to high mode. You can reverse it again and change it back from your low to the high mode itself. With this light itself, you have a momentary and a constant on. The momentary, if you depress your actual switch for a half of a second, it's going to shut off on you. If you hold it down, if you just click it real quick, it's going to stay on constant. So again, half second, shut it off. Double tap it you tap it once really quick, and it stays on constant. Again, the light comes in black, and it also comes in sand. As far as mounting the light itself, once your thumb screw is actually loose, and you'll see where you just depress it and it rocks back. You can take your weapon, either side, it clips right into place. It's actually intact right now, and the only thing we do is we thumb tight, or hand tighten the actual thumb screw, and that just keeps your mechanism from being depressed, and so the light will not fall off. You can put it in on any different quad rail itself. This configuration here for your fingers. Take it to the other side. Tighten it up. You can actually use your thumb to actually operate your weapon. But the actual method that's actually becoming very, very popular right now is if you have a weapon that does not have the actual front sight post, a lot of the guys are putting it in the 12 o'clock position, and they're using it for an outstretched hand, and that's how they're activating their light. Okay, very, very easy to do. Again, this light itself is a totally dedicated carbine light. It is not meant to be on a pistol whatsoever. We don't recommend you putting it on a pistol. The actual sister to the actual white IR version, of course, is the actual white only model. And the only difference you'll see is that they do not have the actual switch on it itself. On the IR model, if you've got your light on, and if you take the switch here and you rotate it to the rear, you see the light cuts off. That does not mean that your light is automatically in your IR setting. You have to hit the button again for the IR to come on. The reason we do that is if it's in IR mode and you actually push the actual lever forward for whatever reason by accident, you do not get an accidental discharge of light. So that's why the switch is made that way. There again, you've got the weapon-mounted light. There's 125 lumens on high, 30 lumens on low. With a fresh CR123 battery, this light will last you a constant 2 hours. And if it's in the IR mode, it'll last you 4 hours on high. That pretty much is everything as far as a weapon-mounted light itself. Again, your inforce weapon-mounted light can be found directly from Darley, and the representative will be glad to answer any questions that you may have.